The Lenovo Legion Slim 7 versus the Lenovo Slim 7 Pro X. Two laptops with two slightly different use cases in my opinion, and in this video I'm going to walk you through the build quality, usability, and then jump into the performance benchmarks to help you make the right choice for your needs. Now first and foremost, as a spoiler, I would recommend the Lenovo Legion Slim 7 for 3D modelers and Blender users, as well as some After Effects work, and I would recommend the Slim Pro X for graphic designers, digital artists, photographers, 4K video editors, 1080p video editors, but I would not consider this laptop a good fit for 3D modeling or Blender use, and you'll see that in the benchmarks. But let's first and foremost look at the build quality and usability. As you can see, the weight and thickness coming up on the screen, we definitely have a winner in the slimmer factor with the Slim Pro 7X. Now, we do have a 14-inch form factor versus a 16-inch form factor, so it's kind of understood that the Slim 7 Pro X is going to be a little bit thinner, but honestly, it's not by much. Now, it is definitely a good bit lighter comparatively. Now, as far as the port selection is concerned, the port selection on the Legion is going to be quite a bit better. We have two USB Type A's along the back panel, an HDMI and your power adapter. On the left side panel, we have a USB Type A, two USB Type C's on the Slim Pro X. Now, on the left side panel of the Legion Slim 7, we have two USB Type C's. Now, flip the laptops over to the other side, we have a full-size SD card reader for the Legion Slim 7 and a headphone jack with a manual cutoff switch for the webcam, and we have a USB Type A, headphone jack, and a manual cutoff switch for the webcam for the Slim Pro X. Now keep in mind that you'll be charging the Slim Pro X through USB Type-C compared to the Legion Slim 7, which has a dedicated charger port. Now, going ahead and looking at the build quality, the Slim Pro X looks fantastic. It's a much more minimal design on the bottom cover. You can see the side panels fit into the bottom cover very nicely, and we got a large vent along the bottom with a vent along the back of the chassis. Now, for the Legion Slim 7, we have a vent on the left side panel and the right side panel, as well as the back panel, and a vent along the bottom cover. So much more ventilation on the Legion Slim 7. Now the build quality is very nice as well, but it has a little bit of a notch here that comes out where the bottom cover meets into the side panel. So that's my one kind of beef with this laptop. There's a little bit of a catchy edge there, but it wasn't on accident. It's definitely more of a purposeful move because on the top, you can see we have that same kind of edge going all the way around the chassis of the laptop. But both have great aluminum build quality. They're a little on the heavy side in a good way compared to most thin and light laptops. They've got a nice bit of weight to them, but that's because they use really good aluminum materials for the build. Now going ahead and checking out the open and close for each of these lids, they're both one-handed opens. You get a little bit of shift, a little stiff hinge here on the Slim Pro X, but overall it's a nice one-handed open that's not difficult. Go ahead and check the screen flex for both of the laptops. Nice stiff screen on the Slim Pro X, a little bit more screen flex on the Legion Slim 7. It is a much larger screen, so a lot more surface area to create a little bit more flex. Now, if you're actually going for a larger trackpad, you'll be surprised to see that the Slim Pro X actually has a larger trackpad than the larger 16-inch Legion Slim 7. So this is something that where I recommend for digital artists, graphic designers, photographers, having that slightly larger trackpad on the go is quite helpful. Now, both are not touchscreen laptops. So that's one thing to consider. If you want a touchscreen laptop, then these laptops are not going to be your choice. But they do have nice size trackpads with a larger trackpad on the Slim Pro X. Now, looking at the keyboard deck, you can see we have a numpad on the Legion Slim 7, no numpad on the Slim Pro X. Both feel nice under my fingers. They are literally identical keyboards as far as the shape of the keys and the feel of the keys. Now the key press, I think it's the exact same. If anything, this is a slightly longer key press, but I honestly doubt it by the feel. I think they're the exact same key press and tactile feel. Now, you're going to notice that the trackpad is shifted over to the left in order to match the center of the keyboard, excluding the numpad, whereas the trackpad is nice and centered here on the Slim 7 Pro X, which I personally prefer a centered trackpad. Now, as we have the laptops open, here's a quick audio sample of the keyboards and trackpads in use so you can hear what that sounds like. And as regards to the webcams, here's a quick sample of the webcam so you can hear and see what those look like. This is the webcam on the Lenovo Legion Slim 7 and a little sample of the audio for you as well. This is the webcam on the Lenovo Slim 7 Pro X and a little sample of the audio for you as well. It seems like it really wants to be dark. I've got a light right in front of my face, and when I try and brighten it up, it just pulls it dark. And when I turn the light off, it seems to try and, counteract it, and then it wants to darken it. But I don't know, it's a little sensitive, and it leans kind of dark and a little on more of the orange and yellow tones rather than more the natural lighter blue tones. So yep, it's webcam. Now, regarding the color gamut range on these two devices, you're going to get better color gamut range out of the Slim 7. However, you're going to get more brightness out of the Legion Slim 7. Now, they're both going to have a little bit lower color gamut range on the Adobe RGB and DCI P3. However, they're going to have a good color gamut range on sRGB, and they're going to average about the same on the Delta E. So as far as the reproduction of the colors on the screens, they're very accurate and very close between the two of them. Now, you're going to get an advantage of screen size, of course, with the Legion 7 Slim, but you can see they both open to a full 180 degrees. And for a consideration, you're going to have a glossy screen on the Slim 7X, and you're going to have a matte screen on the Legion Slim 7. Now, keep in mind, these laptops are actually closer in price than you might realize. On sale right now, you can get the Slim 7 Pro X for about $964 at the recording of this video, and you can get at a base model for the Legion 7 Slim about $1,200. However, with the model I have configured here, it's about $1,500, give or take. And so this is a really great bang for buck right now as we're heading into 2023 with these 2022 models. This is a steal on the performance, build quality, and usability you get out of these laptops. It's unreal. Now you can upgrade this laptop on Lenovo.com. I'll put links in the description below so you can check the live pricing. Oh, before I forget, if you want to win a laptop for free, we just have to reach 100,000 subscribers. And then once we reach 100,000 subscribers, I'll launch a full video on how you can enter to win one of 3 Legion 5 Pros. So definitely subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss out on that video. We're almost there. We're at like 5,000 away. We're at like 95,000 right now. We're so close. Now, the one benefit of the Slim 7 Pro X is you have upward facing speakers for a little bit better audio experience. Now, here's a quick sample of both of the speakers in use so you can hear what they sound like. As far as customization goes in the Lenovo Vantage Center, you can see there's quite a few more options with the Legion Slim 7. You got more performance modes options. If you notice on the Slim 7 Pro X, you just have extreme performance, intelligent cooling, and battery saving. Whereas on the Legion Slim 7, we have different thermal profiles, performance, bounce, quiet, but we also can switch on and off hybrid mode. We can do network boost, overdrive. So these give you a little bit more flexibility in controlling your system if you go with the Legion Slim 7 as opposed to the Slim 7 Pro X. Now, in regards to battery life, they're actually quite similar in regards to streaming video playback and Passmark productivity benchmark. So you can see the Legion Slim 7, and then you can see the Slim 7 Pro X coming up on the screen. Where you're going to see an advantage in battery life is going to be in the Photoshop benchmark for the Slim 7 Pro X. We got about 4 hours and 47 minutes. That's a better battery lifetime than the Legion Slim 7. So your smaller 14-inch laptop's gonna conserve a little bit more power. And that makes sense with the smaller screen and a screen being slightly dimmer because they're both run at 20% screen brightness inside of the OS. All right, without further ado, let's jump into the performance benchmarks where we can see which one from a performance standpoint is right for you. Now, looking at the simulated benchmarks, you can see that the Lenovo Legion stands out a lot better compared to the Slim Pro X. It's just a faster processor. The Ryzen 9 6900HX processor is a beast compared to the Ryzen 7 processor inside of the Slim 7 Pro X. So from a simulated benchmark standpoint, you're gonna have better performance out of the Legion. Now looking at Blender, the reason we're seeing a better score in Blender by double is because we have that powerful GPU, the RX 6800S, inside of the Legion Slim 7. So in regards to Blender, you're gonna wanna lean towards the Legion Slim 7 with that bigger GPU. You can buy the Legion Slim 7 with a 6600S. That's a 4 gig VRAM card, which will actually put you a little bit closer to the same performance as the Slim 7 Pro X. So keep that in mind. If you want these full benchmark results, you gotta order the 6800S version, which has 8 gigs of VRAM. Now looking at 3D modeling, again, it's not even a competition. 3D modeling is definitely taking the crown with the Legion Slim 7. It would be my top pick for 3D modeling. I wouldn't really even consider the Slim Pro X as a dedicated 3D modeling laptop. Now moving into Photoshop, the laptops are absolutely neck and neck. It is crazy. By only 1 point, the Slim 7 Pro X is leading. So either laptop will be a great Photoshop laptop, but actually on the go wise, the Slim 7 Pro X, because of battery life, would be a better performing laptop. Now looking at After Effects, both laptops had good scores. The Legion Slim 7 edged it out with a better equipped graphics card. So just keep in mind that if you're gonna be doing After Effects, I would recommend taking both of these laptops and getting them to 32 gigs of RAM. They both can have upgrades. I think from the factory, you can upgrade the Legion Slim 7 to 24 gigs of RAM because they only allow you to upgrade one stick to 16, which will put you at 24. But if you order the laptop, pick up a 32 gig RAM stick, you could actually get the Legion Slim 7 up to 40 gigs of RAM. Whereas you can order the Slim 7 Pro X from the factory with 32 gigs of RAM. So those are kind of your options. Again, links will be in the description below if you're curious about the exact pricing and availability of each of these models. Now, moving on to video editing. Video editing was another battle that was actually quite close between these two laptops. For DaVinci Resolve, you see they're neck and neck. In the 4K export, 46 minutes and 48 seconds versus 6 minutes and 31 seconds. Now moving on to Premiere Pro, you're actually gonna see the Slim 7 Pro X leading the pack. That is because the NVIDIA GPU is slightly more optimized than the Radeon GPU specifically for video editing. So we see a 2 minute and 57 second export time, 4K to 4K, 9-minute clip out of Premiere Pro versus a 3 minute and 9 export time out of the Legion 7 Slim. And we're even gonna see better video playback when we look at 6K. So if you pull up the playback results on the screen, you're gonna see 6K B-RAW with 153 drop frames versus the Legion Slim 7 with 788 drop frames. So absolutely bonkers that we're seeing the more affordable laptop beat it out, but it's because of the optimized NVIDIA GPU inside of the Slim 7 Pro X. Now, in regards to the actual export time, you can see for B-RAW, we have a 17 minute and 53 second export time out of the Legion Slim 7, whereas we have an 19 minute and 25 second export time out of the Slim 7 Pro X. So as far as export time is concerned, you're gonna have a better export time out of the Legion Slim 7. Punch for punch, the 3D modeling laptop that I would go to, the After Effects laptop that I would consider if getting it up to 40 gigs of RAM, it'll have stellar performance. Blender, that is where the Legion Slim 7 really stands out. And of course, the 16-inch display if you want that larger display. However, the Slim 7 Pro X has so much to offer if you get it up to 32 gigs of RAM for After Effects. If you keep it at 16 gigs of RAM, Photoshop for digital artists, graphic designers, photographers, video editing in 4K and 6K, and of course, 1080p. Good battery life, great screen, upward facing speakers, large trackpad. It has so much going on for it. Comment below, let me know which one you're considering. I'm super curious. And again, if you want to check the live pricing or make a purchase, links are in the description below. I'll see you guys here in the next video.